Most people want strength, but they don't want to suffer for it. They want to be unshakable, but they break the moment things get hard. They want endurance, but they quit when pain knocks. Endurance is not gifted. It's carved into you, not when you're comfortable, but when you're drowning, not when you're winning, but when you're bleeding. Endurance starts when the excuses end, when no one is watching, when no one claps, when no one believes, but you keep standing. That's the art. To stand when there's no reason left, to rise when no one helps you, to hold the line when you could run. It's not glamorous, it's not fun, but it's real. It doesn't care about how you feel. It doesn't ask if you're tired. It just says, stay, not for applause, but because it's who you are. Endurance is not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's calm. It's steel. When everyone else sits down, you stay on your feet. When the world turns away, you don't flinch. You don't wait to feel ready. You move while afraid. Because quitting is a habit, but so is staying, so is enduring, so is not folding. People think strength is natural, but it's not. It's trained, forged, chosen again and again, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how long it takes. You're not soft because you cry. You're strong if you cry and still stay, still show up, still give. More, still finish. You don't win because you are faster. You win because you didn't stop. You didn't let the weight break you. You didn't let time wear you down. That's the art. Stand until the end. Even when it's lonely, even when it's unfair, even when you're doubted, even when you doubt yourself. You hold the line. You stay in the fight. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you real. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need commitment. You don't need certainty. You just need to keep going, one more step, one more breath, one more moment every day. Endurance isn't about how you start. It's about how many times you don't stop. Keep standing, and the world will have no choice but to watch. Every storm ends. But most people don't last long enough to see it. They give up during the night and miss the sunrise. Endurance means outlasting your pain, outlasting your fear, outlasting your doubt. It means refusing to die before you're dead. Some people get tired and collapse. Some people get tired and keep walking. That's the difference. When the road disappears, you crawl. When your legs give out, you drag yourself. You don't need a path. You need a reason. Your why is bigger than your wounds. That's why you keep going. You've seen people quit too early. People who were so close. People who gave up 5 minutes before their life changed. That's why you endure, because you never know. When it turns, the pain isn't punishment, it's purification. The fire isn't here to destroy you, it's here to forge you. It burns away the weakness, the noise, the lies you tell yourself, so you can meet the version of you that doesn't quit, that doesn't fold. When everyone else runs to comfort, you walk into the flame. That's not failure. That's transformation. That's what most people fear. They want the crown, but not the weight. They want strength, but not the struggle. They want glory without the grind, but not you. You've chosen a harder path. You've chosen to stand when others sit, to push when others pause. You've chosen to become something rare, someone real. Endurance is lonely. It has no cheering crowd, no celebration. It looks like silence. It feels like fire, but it ends with honor. No shortcuts, no easy exits, just step after step, until there's nothing left to prove. You keep going until the quitting voice in your head goes quiet, until the pain no longer controls you, until fear gets tired of following you. That's the secret. You don't have to kill fear. Just outlast it. You don't have to silence doubt. Just walk past it. Most people are chasing peace, but peace comes from endurance. Peace comes when you fought and didn't fall, when you've suffered and didn't surrender. That's peace you earned. That's rest you deserve, because you stood, because you stayed, because you never left the fight. You don't get there by hiding. You get there by standing in the storm, not because it feels good, but because it's right. You don't finish because it's easy. You finish because you refuse to fail yourself. You can lie to the world, but you can't lie to your reflection. You know when you gave it all. You know when you didn't. And that truth will follow you. That truth will haunt or heal you. So choose the truth that makes you proud. You won't be remembered for how fast you were. You'll be remembered for how long you stood. When others let go, you held on. When others broke, you bent, but came back. That's the legacy of endurance. Unseen, but unforgettable. You don't chase applause. You carry purpose. You don't need motivation. You've built discipline. You've learned to walk without light, to breathe through the storm, to build muscle in your soul. That's why you'll win, because you've paid in pain. You've trained in silence. You've risen alone. The finish line isn't a place. It's a decision. It's when. You choose to keep going. One more time. Every time. That's the art of endurance. People will say, take a break. Slow down. Maybe it's not meant to be, but they don't know what it cost you to get here. They didn't see the nights you bled, the mornings you screamed into silence, the days you held yourself together with nothing but will. They didn't see how close you came to breaking, and how you chose to break the fear instead. This path isn't about speed. It's about stamina. Some succeed fast, others take the long road. But only the ones who endure finish at all. Endurance isn't about having more. It's about needing less praise, less permission, less comfort. You become dangerous because you no longer depend on anything outside of you. You run on purpose, on faith, on the quiet fire that never dies. Every step you take makes you stronger, because it's a step taken in defiance of weakness. You don't rise because you feel ready. You rise because you refuse to stay down. You were underestimated, ignored, overlooked, but that was your advantage, because while they slept, you suffered, you trained, you endured. Now you carry something they never will: depth. Most people are shallow. They float on comfort. You sank into the dark and built yourself there. Now nothing shakes you, because you've been through worse. Nothing scares you, because you've already faced what was inside you. You've tasted the pain. You've danced with the doubt. You've heard the voice that said, "Give up," and you said back, "No." Endurance makes you unshakable, unmovable, unbreakable, not because you never feel weak, but because you act even when you do. That's true strength. Not smiling all the time, but standing when you feel nothing. That's power, and it's rare, most people stop at discomfort. You keep going through it, and because of that, you'll see what they never will. Breakthrough, victory, peace. You'll look back, not with regret, but with pride, not because you never struggled, but because you never surrendered. This life will try to test you. It will ask, "Do you really want it?" And you must answer, not with words, but with steps, with sweat, with silence, with staying when leaving would be easier. That's how warriors are made, not by speeches, but by scars. You don't need to be loud. Your discipline will speak for you. You don't need approval. Your endurance is your proof. Keep going, even when no one claps, even when no one believes. You weren't made to be understood. You were made to endure. You don't follow the timeline of the world. You follow the timeline of the soul. Some blooms take years, but when they blossom, they last. So stay rooted. Stay strong, stand, even if your knees shake, even if your heart cracks, because standing isn't the absence of pain, it's the presence of resolve. There is something sacred about the one who stays when everyone else leaves, the one who stays in the gym, in the work, in the marriage, in the dream, in the discipline, in the mission. That kind of person changes the world. They don't need noise. They don't need lights. They just need that one thing, that quiet fire inside. And once it's lit, it burns through everything.